When I first reviewed the Chevy Colorado, I told you that the gas-powered V6 was pretty good, but when the diesel arrived, it would take this truck from good to great. Now, let's go for a drive and find out if I really can predict the future. So here it is, what you all came to see. GM has fit a new 2.8-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel to the Colorado and the Canyon. This little engine puts out 181 horsepower and an impressive 369 pound-feet of torque at just 2,000 RPM. That is more twist than what is found in the Silverado V6 and just 14 pound-feet shy of what's found in the 5.3-liter V8 from Chevy's half-tons. It also outclasses its biggest rival, the Toyota Tacoma, by over 100 pound-feet of torque. Of course, this diesel is the biggest difference between this truck and its gas-powered brothers, but there are a few other small changes that we have to talk about, so let's hit the road. The interior of this truck is identical to every other Colorado and Canyon, save for two small towing-specific features. Now those are an exhaust brake, which has a toggle switch down here, and an integrated trailer brake controller, both of which come standard on every single Colorado and Canyon diesel. That just goes to show you that GM thinks anyone buying this truck will be towing a trailer, and they've already announced that the max trailering capacity on this truck is 7,700 pounds, which is 700 more than the V6 model. So let's talk about noise, vibration, and harshness in this truck. GM did work a little bit of engineering magic into this US-specific truck with something called a centrifugal pendulum absorber. It helps to manage torque fluctuations in the engine, so it makes sure that the power delivery is nice and smooth all the time. And cabin noise is also managed really well in this truck. It's not overly loud, you do get a little bit of the diesel rumble coming through, but really no more than the V6. Most important here though, the power in this truck is great. With all of that torque coming on at 2,000 RPM, you just get so much pulling power down low. Off the line there is a little bit of turbo lag, but it's nothing major, and at highway speeds it loses some in the top end, but really that's not that important. What this engine is made for is pulling and hauling, and it does a great job. And of course the other big benefit with the diesel is fuel economy. Now GM chose to pair the diesel with a 342 rear end, erring on the side of fuel economy because really with 369 pound-feet you don't need a beefy rear end to get all that torque. On a drive route we did yesterday from Los Angeles to Santa Barbara, and yes, that includes LA traffic, we managed 34 miles per gallon in this truck, which is damn impressive. And on the highway with the cruise set, it's not that weird to see 40 miles per gallon. Around town, you're probably going to be in the low 20s, so an average of around 30 can be expected. We did get a chance to hook up some trailers to the back of this truck, and like I just said, the engine just pulls them with no issue. One of the problems I had with the V6 is that peak torque comes on at the very top of the rev range, so that engine is just working so hard to pull a trailer. This engine barely even notices that there's anything back there. And dynamically, this truck is the same as the gas-powered Colorado, which means that it's smooth, easy to drive, and there's decent steering feel. Overall, it is a great tow vehicle. To get this little diesel, you gotta spend about $3,700 over a gas Colorado or Canyon. But consider the fact that you might be getting 10 miles per gallon better than in the gas-powered truck, which means that this engine is going to pay itself off. So it turns out that this little diesel engine does take this truck from good to great. And although you do have to pony up a little bit of extra cash for it, if you plan on working your Colorado really hard, you will not regret spending that money. So wait a second, that means that I can tell the future. You know, I feel a really big raise coming on, and next month there's a new Led Zeppelin album coming out, and Donald Trump is the next president of the world? You know what, maybe I'll just stick to pickup trucks.